I'd like to welcome you all to this very important forum. It's great to see a packed house and great to have been seeing the activity around Pine Gap, the awareness raising that's been going on during this week. Just for your information, people who don't know, IPAN, or the Independent and Peaceful Australia Network, is about 3 years old. It was initiated in reaction really to the decision to host American troops on Australian soil. And in putting the organisation together, which is now over 35 organisations from across Australia, comprised of community peace organisations, faith organisations, trade unions, and basically people in any area of the community who align with our aims. And our aims are about achieving an independent and peaceful foreign policy for Australia and pulling back from the gross and horrific wars that we have involved ourselves with on behalf of the United States. So it's as I said, it's great to have you here tonight. We've got a great lineup of speakers, people with expertise in a range of different areas, people who've come in solidarity from other countries that are facing the challenge of a foreign power occupying their land to enact a military policy that they do not agree with and do not want to continue to host those foreign troops. So tonight, how we will run the evening is we have with us Pat Ansell Dodds, who's going to give us a welcome to country, and then we will hear from the speakers, Professor Richard Tanter, Senator Scott Ludlam, who's very kindly joined us again for our conference. He's been at the 2 previous national conferences. We have Kazuzu Abe from Okinawa, and Lisa, oh, Tim and Dad, isn't that terrible? My brain's so full. From Guam. So before any further talking, I'd like to ask Auntie Pat to come forward and welcome us all to Aranda country.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you here today on behalf of traditional owners of Alice Springs, and there are actually 3 groups who came together in '95 to win the native title of Alice Springs. And one of the things I'd just like to mention, in the 60s, when we had no rights here, they built that space base, and we didn't know nothing about it. And we wondered why they was doing that. And one of the things that worried us was actually there's a sacred site not far there. And we went there and told a few years ago when there were a lot of protests that they shouldn't go near it, because it's important to my culture, even today, how our people are still very sacred about our own culture, and we want to protect that culture of ours. And I just got told a lot of the things that was going on yesterday that's at the base. In the late 60s, my mum worked at that base, but she didn't know nothing about what they were set up there and what they were doing. She was just a cleaner. And myself, in the early 70s, I was working in town because the Americans had a lot of houses, and I was in the main office working here. So we have a history of it, but we don't know nothing, because nobody tells us anything of what they're doing on our land. As far as we're concerned, we should be told properly the true things about what they're doing here. and this government's hiding everything from us. So I don't blame you for coming all this way to protest, because we do our own protest over our rights to our land. And a lot of us can't understand what these governments are doing even today. But anyway, welcome to Central Narrata country. Thank you.